Okay, so now we're going to interpret the vertex and the zeros and any other information from the given context of a quadratic function. Luke goes gliding, which can be modeled by the equation. The function of t is negative 16t squared plus 96t plus 432. After factoring, he determines that the function of t is equal to negative 16 times t minus 9 times t plus 3. And after calculating the axis of symmetry, he determines that the function of t is negative 16 times t minus 3 squared plus 576. What is the y-intercept, the zeros, and vertex? What do they represent based on this problem? All right, so I skipped all the calculations here for you, and I just went ahead and I gave you the factored form, the vertex form, and you have standard form, and they all give you bits of information. So first, we're going to start with the y-intercept, which is our c value in standard form. So the y-intercept is 432, and this is our initial point of the quadratic. So basically, this is where he starts gliding. Starts to glide. Okay. After factoring, he determines that we have a function. The factor is negative 9 and plus 3. So what this tells us is, if you can imagine a graph, he's got a 0 at, since this is minus 9, the quadratic goes through the 9, and it goes through, this is a plus 3, so this goes through minus 3. Remember, it's the inverse. All right, so one of these doesn't work. And since this is a sad face, it actually starts here at 432. And he goes down. He never actually starts here. This would be like minus 3 seconds in the past. The quadratic actually didn't go over this way. It's just we're using this part of the quadratic. So 9 seconds. Okay, so let's write that. 1 real 0, 9 seconds, and this is where he hits the ground. All right, so that's what the factored form tells us. It gives us the zeros, and now finally the vertex form will tell us the maximum height that he reaches. So it says negative 16 t minus 3 squared plus 536. This is saying that in 3 seconds, so we should have made this arc a little bit steeper. He didn't just go straight down. In 3 seconds, he reaches his max height of 576. So I'm going to write vertex is going to be at 576. Max height is 576, and then the time it takes to reach the max height is 3 seconds. So that's a lot of information that we can explain, and we can really understand what Luke did here. So he was at 432 feet. He glided off. He increased in height until he got to 576, and that took him 3 seconds to do that. And then he started descending. So in 6 seconds later, he hits his the ground at 9 seconds. And obviously, the height of the ground is 0 feet.